Hi everybody, welcome to another PUBG chicken dinner final circle tactics and positioning advice video. So this is another unusual one in the fact that it's a one-man squad chicken dinner. That's right, it's me versus teams of 4. Well, not really, there's probably quite a few teams of 2 with 2 randoms, or teams of 3 with random, and probably other one-man squads as well. But let's imagine it's me against everybody else as teams of 4. Again, I don't do this on purpose. I tend to run one-man squads when I'm doing a challenge for something like one of the seasons pass. So in this case, it was again to drop at the spaceport, the Cosmodrome, and I got some fairly nice crits. Got the M24 with an AK. I've only got a 3 times sight on the M24, so I'm not too happy about that. I'd rather have a 4 times or a 6 times or an 8 times. And the circle has gone to the southwest, so now I'm making my way in. However, I'm faced with a little bit of a conundrum. There is gunfire to my left and there is gunfire to my right. So again, this is one of those situations where you've just got to gather as much information as you can from around you about what's going on and where people are, and then decide on how you're going to thread the needle. Because remember, when you're by yourself in a one-man squad, you cannot engage 4-man squads. You know, you won't win unless you're exceptional. If you're kind of an average player like myself, your best tactics is to try and avoid everybody until you really have to engage them and let them all kill each other. So your friends are suppressors, the silenced weapons. Unfortunately, I've got 2 of the loudest guns in the game. I've got the AK and the M24. So I know there's people down there. You can see them running out of those houses, running along the fields there. And I know there's people to my left. So I'm just kind of thinking, well, I haven't really got a choice. I've just got to go straight. I'm in between them. But what I have got control over is how I go in terms of before the circle. Now the circle, especially on Vikendi, I've said it many times, comes in fairly slowly. So you can afford, you don't need to get any place early, because I'm very aware that I don't want to push forward too fast, because if there's people in gunfights to my left and my right, they will be held up by those gunfights and they will then be pushing in late. So if I can sort of wait, hold my position, let them push forward, or at least not be caught by them coming around behind me, I might have a chance of getting to these final circles safely. Now, I'm very aware there's people up there, and I don't want them to come along. In fact, I think we see somebody. Yeah, there they go. So there's 2 people there. So my plan now, I know that these guys are going to engage. If they engage anybody, they can be my pseudo teammates, if you like. And lo and behold, they do. They run into people around these rocks. You can just about hear that gunfight there. And I know there's people down the hill. So I decide to kind of leave those guys to their devices, and I will go straight in this way. However, my plan goes awry in a second. And you'll see an example of the old proviso. When you get shot at, keep moving. Right, so I start taking hits. And it's to my right. It's that team that were down there, and I know I've just got to keep going. And I know there's going to be someone behind this rock because I've just heard them firing, and I've just got to keep going. I can't go around the rock that way. I've got to go around the rock this way, and I know there will be someone there. I can't stop to heal because I'm still taking fire. There's a guy. Get plenty of bullets into him with my AK. Finish him off. Get behind the tree, and I was lucky there. But you do what you have to do. Now, what it's all about now is just holding, gaining position. 10 people left, 9 people including myself. What I'm hoping for is that the other squads are engaging with each other, and they're losing squad members. They're going down to 3-man squads. They're going down to 2-man squads. Just put my marker in the centre of the circle so I know where I need to go. I can see that guy there moving right. While his mate, I think they're trying to suppress me, I think. Now I'm very aware with the M24 I want him to... Now let's see, that I thought that was pretty good. The guy must have had a level 3 helmet, so his friend's coming round. It's a bit odd the way that they play this. If those 2 guys are together, Now, and this is very strange now, as I'm blatting this guy and I keep missing him. Don't know how that missed. Maybe there's a rock in the way or something. And then this fellow here, for some reason, decides to push me. Not really sure why, but you'll see in a minute. So I'm using that third person perspective just to see around the edges of the tree, just to see what he's doing. I know I've got to go through him, but here he goes, throwing a few grenades my way. Give him a tickle. Down to hardly any health there, but again he should have pushed me now, but he doesn't. He hides behind the tree. I must have tickled him a couple of times. Get the full heal on. There you go, eat my AK. You can't beat the 7.6 weapons for short to medium range gunfights. They really do knock people down. It's a little bit too much recoil for medium range, you know, but as long as you tap fire, they can be pretty good. So, time to boost up, get to full boost. 7 people left. Where the fuck am I gonna go? And then, there's my thoughts exactly. What do I do? It's very open in front of me. I can hear gunfire down by those houses. So it's like, right, the only cover that I can see is that rock. So, let's make my way down to there, down to the last 5. Now, I'm just hoping there's nobody lying right in the grass here. But I'm getting safe. And I can see the guy outside the house. 4 people left. Now luckily, this is my chance to use my M24. And he just kind of stands there. Doesn't jiggle. Never do that. So, me versus one other guy already. Time for a boost. I know he's going to be in that building because that's where the other guy was looking. So I decide to make a quick run up the hill to get behind that rock on the left, which will be in circle. He's firing at me, and that's it. Now a lot of this now comes down to the luck of who has the better circle. Right, here he comes. I should have really had my M24 out. So I've got a rock, he's got a rock. I've got slightly better circle than he has. I think he's going to be right on the edge of the blue when it comes in. We both try and grenade each other, not very good. But it's now really going to come down to who's got the nerve to not make a mistake. Now, he does something very interesting here, in the fact that he throws a couple of smoke grenades. Now this could be a very useful, very, very useful tactic to use smoke, because it's instant cover. Obviously it's cover that you can shoot through, but as you can see, it's very effective. I can't see through it. Now I'm just sort of using the third person perspective again, just to tickle the edges of the smoke, just so I can see whether he decides to run out. Unfortunately he decides not to use this barrier, and he's probably thrown it a little bit further. What he should have done was throw them a little bit away from the rock, and a little bit further away from his rocks, that is, so he could use it as a tunnel to get closer to me. So he tries a few shots through the smoke. Doesn't really do anything, kind of wastes those smokes. I'm kind of wondering whether he actually thought whether they might have been stun grenades or something like that. So bearing in mind that this is probably going to go down to the final circle disappearing, I get ready for full boost. I've got a smoke, I've got my AK, and then I think, right, let's see if we can get him to just poke his head out and see if I can get a quick finish with a headshot with the M24. And then when I look to the right, I see the blue is on that side of the rock, so he's probably not going to look around that side. I think I hit my own rock that time. He's wearing a level 3 helmet. Missed him again. I'm not that good with sniper rifles with the 3 times. But again, just waiting for him. Just try not to expose myself too much. Remember, with third person's perspective, we can both... He'll be able to see me doing this and pre-aim, so we need to be careful. So he hit his own rock there. Now the blue is about to come in. 10 seconds, so now's the time to take that last boost. Because it often comes down to who's got the best healing on this. Get ready with the AK. I know he's got to come out that way. And blue's coming in. He has to move. Here he comes. He took damage there. And then he dies to the blue. And that is a chicken dinner. 1-man squad. Solo squad. Thank you for watching. If you've got any questions, put them down below. If you like the video, hit like, want to see more, so press subscribe, and I will see you again soon.